Hey guys, okay, I'm going to call my mom real quick, and I told her I was going to call her and ask her a few questions. So I wanted to, I'm helping my mom out. I've helped her out for the last 2 years in her business, and she's doing really well. So I figured, why not get, prove that these are real people than calling my own mother, okay? So let's call her really fast on Skype. She should answer.
Hello?
Hey mom.
Hey, son, what you doing?
Not much. Are you? I told you I was gonna ask you those questions earlier.
Uh-huh.
I just mentioned I was gonna just ask you 3 or 4 quick questions, and I wanted to, about your business, and I wanted to see, wanted you to tell others about it and stuff like that. So you want to do that now?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Let's get right into it. First thing I want to ask you, Mom, is basically, do you have, I guess maybe a funny story? I know there's like over 100 stories or thousands of stories you could think of when I was a kid. But is it like you always tell me like I've been an entrepreneur since a little kid. Like, does anything come to mind?
Oh, goodness, Alan, where do I start? Yeah, there's several. Um, okay, one that I can think of just right off my head is we lived on, remember the golf course we lived on?
Yeah, whole two. Yep.
Yeah. I remember you and your cousin going out on the golf course and just watching the golfers. And I thought y'all were just out there interested in golfing, and you were, but you would go out and once they would hit their golf balls into the woods or go somewhere, once they went on to the next hole and left them, you two would go get the golf balls.
Oh, that's right. After they couldn't find them. Yeah.
Yeah, if they couldn't find them, you would bring them. Y'all had a little basket you put them in, come back to the tee boxes and sell them to the next golfers. Which you would come home with money, and I would think, okay, what? And y'all would tell me what you did, and I thought that was so cute because y'all were so excited. You'd come back with $5 or $6, but you worked hard for it.
Yeah, I
By
think we sold them for like 25 cents a piece, and then like the top notch, like the Titleist and Pinnacles or whatever the top notch we'd sell for like 50 cents, then normal for 25, and then we'd sell like the range balls for like 5 cents. And we'd
exactly,
go there with a ball retriever in the lake. I do remember that.
yeah.
Um,
Once from the lake, you would bring back, and I had a wash sink.
oh yeah,
You
that's right. We'd wash them. We'd wash
put 'em
all the
in your
grime off of them. Yeah.
so you would get more money, and because you cared about what you were, selling too. You wanted them to look good, which I thought was cute.
Yeah, I think we also wanted that quick money. But yeah, okay. So let's jump right in. Regarding your business, Mom. Like prior to like before that, before you're running your home business, basically, before I took your hand and sort of showed you stuff online, like, can you just give us a little background of your previous jobs? What was involved, and maybe how many hours, and sort of just your previous experience on the internet as a whole.
Okay. Wow. Before you literally took my hand, because I knew nothing about the computer, did not even know how to turn the thing on and receive emails. Um,
By the way, that's no exaggeration.
yeah, absolutely not. I'm still learning the computer, but I've come a long way. But I was working several jobs just to make ends meet. I had to support myself, so therefore I was working anywhere from fast food restaurant to other restaurants to retail, and I was doing 2 and 3 jobs at a time, working 70, 75, sometimes 80 hours a week.
And that's
Just to,
not cool to be on your feet for a 50-year-old woman. Yeah, that wasn't cool to me. So,
well, you didn't have to tell my age, but thank you.
well, I'm not saying your age. I'm saying, yeah, a few years back.
Yeah, okay, but
You're
no,
35.
yeah,
I'm 14.
absolutely.
Okay.
Now you're my son again.
Yeah.
No, what I mean though is I had to work very, very hard, and you, being the caring, loving son that you are, hated to see me work that many hours. So you tried and tried to get me to quit the jobs and get into the internet business, and I was scared to death because I had no knowledge of the computer. And you
Well,
paid me.
the straw. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the straw that broke the camel's back for me was like you telling me that you had to like help unload trucks in the back of the retail store, and I was
Mhm.
like, I thought she's supposed to sell stuff like on the front floor and it'd be fun for her, but like her doing like manual man back breaking labor. Not saying women can't do it, but like just I don't. In my opinion, women shouldn't be at all at any age unloading heavy stuff off of a 53-foot trailer for inventory. So that was the straw that broke the camel's back for me. I was like, she's got to get home and do something from her computer so she can sit down.
Yeah. Well, and that's again the heart that you have. You cared about my well-being, and therefore you took action and said you would not take no for an answer. That I was going to learn the computer, that you would guide me, teach me, and here I am today. I can internet market, and I can run this computer. I can turn it on.
Yep. And I had to create your email account, but you can run that stuff too, and a couple other accounts that I set up for you. But like I said, I'm going to set up the other people with these accounts as well. So I just wanted to let people know anything can be done. There's no shame about not knowing. It's just learning it and making it an everyday reality for yourself.
My comment to that, Alan, is honest to goodness. If I can do this, anyone can do it. Not only did my age play a factor, and lack of communication, lack of knowledge, I should say, of being able to run the internet or being on the computer, period, and to now be able to pay my bills through my business on the internet has been unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Um, what one more question is how since I've got you set up and everything started, we've gone in a little bit like how your life's changed. Now you can pay bills from home, and you can just go to your mailbox for the checks, or it's wired to your bank account. How much are you getting this week, by the way?
Actually, I'm in 2 days I will get $1,000.
Okay, so it's right.
There's my trip to New York to visit my daughter.
Yeah, there's your plane ticket. So heck yeah. Last question. I know that said the last question, but I do have one more. How are you treated in comparison to others, like in my internet marketing circle, my Skype channel that we discuss everything and get everybody's business going and try to get them to a 4 to 5 figure business pretty quickly. Like, how do you think that I treat others honestly in comparison to you, my own mother?
Absolutely equally. Whoever or whomever needs you at that particular time is who you put the time in with. I'm treated no better, no worse. You care about every student that you have, and I am a student. I'm your student. I'm your mom, but I'm also, through business, I am a student, just like everyone else.
Well, I might treat you better because you bring me dinner, but oh well. No, is there any?
No, you do. You just you're equal, you're fair to everyone, son. And I know that people are going to say I'm your mom. Well, yes, I am, but I'm also an honest mom. And you have a heart of gold. You give to everyone. As a matter of fact, I am going to tell this story real quick just to show the character that you have. Your grandparents, who has always owned a family business, made plenty of money, could go out and buy anything they wanted at any time. Well, now they're in their 70s, and they lost the business. They lost every single thing they had. They lost their cars. They were going to lose their home. They lost everything. The business is gone. And no one came to their rescue but you. You gave them, you had bought and paid for a Mercedes, a nice car that you worked hard for. It was the first car that you actually bought and paid for, and you were so proud of that car. You gave that to them to drive so they could get back and forth to the grocery store. You paid their insurance. If they need money, Pawpaw hasn't been on a trip. You took him to the Bahamas just a couple months ago.
Yeah, last month, yeah.
Unbelievable, the things that you do for other people. And me, I've had a lot of medical issues lately, going back and forth to the doctor. And you've covered my rent payment, son, when I couldn't work. And you've also, I would get upset, but just the last couple of days, when I was sick, you insisted that I stay with you. And I stayed not only in your home, but I was waited on like a queen. You wouldn't let me do anything. And you're just that kind of person. You've got a heart that, not only a mother could love, but everybody could love.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, Mama.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much. All right, love you. Bye, Mama.
Bye.